All right, we are live. Let's see, let me close out this window. All right, today is Thursday, June 5th, 2014. Welcome to today's YUI Open Roundtable. It's kind of a short roundtable this week. We don't have a guest lined up. We have next week. I'll have some announcements for you. First up, we have released YUI 3.17.2 to the world. That was a patch release to take care of some motor issues that on IRC. So anyway, YUI 3.17.2 was released. We have another new announcement for this week. We have a new team leader. Julian Lecomte has come to take Jenny Donnelly's place as the team lead for YUI team, as well as other things inside Yahoo. I'd like to give a big welcome to Julian. Next week, he will be coming to give us a talk. Hey, it's Juan. Welcome, Juan. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, sorry.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm not talking to myself now, or at least the viewers. I was just basically giving a little bit of news about 3.17.2 went out the door with the loader fixes. That was the point release. And then I also announced that we have a new team leader, Julian Lecomte. So just going to give a big welcome for him. He'll be here next week, sort of just introducing himself and talking a little bit about YUI. So that's going to be cool.
Cool, yeah.
What's going on the TC39 front?
Okay, let's see there. So basically ES6 is feature frozen,
Okay.
which means you don't have anything new for ES6, but there's still a lot of tiny details to figure out. Let me look at the notes. If you want to, I can give you a quick update on what's going on. So June 4.
Does it go through the end of the week?
I think it's just yesterday and today.
Just today? Okay.
So let's see if we have anything interesting in the notes. So lots of tiny details about generators, for instance.
There's something in the...
Let's see. So some more details about reserved words in strict mode. Stuff about array buffers. So nothing particularly interesting on day one. Let's see. Oh, so yeah. Apparently there was a pretty interesting discussion about I/O streams.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I don't have all the details. I'm just reading about this, so can't say much about it. But there's already a W3C proposal for standardizing streams,
Right.
Which would be useful for stuff like file uploads or streaming APIs that get chunks from the server. And so it was initially probably promise-based, and it was really complicated. Then Dominic De Nicola, the main editor behind Promises A+, and now ES6 Promises, coordinated to simplify them, and apparently they've been considered for TC39 for ES7.
Okay.
And so apparently there's still no commitment for having streams in ES7, but they think it's worth exploring.
That's cool.
What else do we have? So we have asynchronous support for asynchronous tests in ECMA 262, which is the test that tests the language.
Mm-hmm.
And so that means we can actually start writing tests for promises and for the loader, which is cool. And they are taking external contributions. So even if you're not a member of TC39, you can actually contribute to the language by writing tests. You only have to sign a CLA similar to Yahoo's or YUI's. I think they're a bit behind on on how easy it is to sign the CLA. I think you actually have to mail it.
Oh, wow.
Sign it by hand and mail it. So
we're like light years ahead with our CLA bot.
Yeah, totally. But they do support, so anyone can actually contribute to those tests. So what else do we have? We have June, so that was yesterday, and today, if there's anything interesting. So there was an interest in kind of standardizing JS doc, which is very weird, but no conclusions there.
Is it like that, or is it just a term?
No, I think they didn't manage. Apparently, some contributors to JS doc were at TC39, and they tried to convince them to standardize it, but they didn't get much approval from TC39. So then more stuff with generators, and they're still discussing as we speak. So
that's cool. You were excited about. I'm not sure what it was. It had something to do with. I can't remember now. I think it had something to do with the transpiler stuff. Is that unrelated? Like the request or something to upgrade?
Oh no! I hit a really awful bug on the ES6 module transpiler today.
Yeah.
Because it was built on top of ES65, which used Tracer.
Right.
And it had a really old version of ES65 and Tracer, and that version had a bug, really awful bug in Tracer that was breaking the tools that I'm writing. So, but no, I don't have much news yet. I'm working a couple of interesting stuff, but sorry for.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we've got lots of different things going.
Yeah.
So other news, we'll be starting a new sprint next Monday. It'll be for the next release, and it will go for the month. It'll basically be continuing our monthly sprints. One of the things I wanted to convey to everyone watching and listening and all this kind of stuff, we're wanting to reach out to folks who have been contributing to YUI in the past, either through pull requests or through documentation or even active in the forums, because we're looking to increase our committer list. We want to have more people who are committers and who can affect change in the YUI library and can basically become have a larger contribution to the code base than they may have now. So it's basically a call for people who are interested in becoming a committer to get a hold of me or talk to someone on the YUI team, and they'll send it to me, and we'll start looking at more. I guess basically part of the process is you have a set number of qualified pull requests, and then you basically have someone who's almost like a sponsor, and then we take this to the reviewers and then send a proposal saying, hey, we'd like this person to become a committer. So that's how it works.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more than just getting committed. I think it's about heavy users of YUI to start owning the library as well as using
Yeah,
it.
it's not like it's a formula where you submit 10 pull requests and you're in. It has to do with the history of your activity on the YY project.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that we're looking for people to start owning the library as part of their as part of what they already do, and to share that ownership with us.
Yeah, we want to make it not just YY and everyone else. We want to make it equal partners with new contributors and help shape the future of YY. So cool. That's pretty much ahead for this week. Next week, Julian will be joining us, and the week after that, we will have folks from YUI come in and talk about some cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm also trying to set up some time to have an open hangout with John Han. He's Unscriptable on Twitter and GitHub,
Okay.
and he's working on something called Rave.js, which is pretty similar to some stuff that we were working on, and it's about
Ray or Raid?
Rave, as in a party.
Okay, Rave Kit. Okay.
And the idea is that it's some sort of like a mixture between tools and dev workflow that allows you to do what we are doing today with build steps, and but without a configuration step for your project, without having to maintain configuration.
So how do you customize it then?
I think it's mostly based on convention. It's based on actually pretty simple conventions and to use workflows.
It's almost similar to Mojito was in the past, right?
It's I guess it's like part of like the most like the locator part of Mojito. So basically Mojito without the actual framework.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like it knows where to look for things, and then location of files is the configuration as opposed to the location and naming of files is the part of the configuration. That's what you're saying.
And so we were hoping to have a chat with him, and at some point, next week we have Allo UI, and what will they be discussing?
Oh, what will they be asking about?
Yeah.
That's TBD. They're gonna they want to sort of give an update of the work they've been doing. Basically, what's been happening is they've been working on a fork of YY that they've maintained from. Basically, they've been taking the current existing YY framework, and there are things that they've changed about it, and they've sort of maintained a local fork. So they're going to talk about that and also about some of the work they've been doing. So.
Okay, yeah. And so there's another Allo UI member called Zeno, also from Brazil, and he's been involved in web components with some guys from Google and other developer advocates. And so at some point, I also want to invite Zeno to come and talk about web components and how the future of developing components and widgets for the web will be.
Okay. Yeah, we can line up that. So right now you've got this person Unscriptable who you want him to come on as a roundtable invitee, or do you want to just have a different
Yeah.
time?
So I think the idea is to have like an open hangout, but without the YY roundtable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just to hang out for anyone who's interested.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then with Zeno, it could probably be more of a presentation type thing.
Yeah, probably a bit of presentation and then some discussion over what each of us think the future will be like.
Okay, well, I can reach out to him too and just sort of see what his availability is. And after the Allo UI, we'll just line him up as another guest and try to get some more folks to come on.
Yeah.
Internal and external. Cool. Sounds good. Well, I don't have anything else from my side. Do you have anything else you had?
Nope.
All right. Well, then I will see if we have anything on the IRC channel. Any questions? No. So, again, sorry for the short schedule this week. We try every week to line up folks, and sometimes they cancel the last minute or we have gaps. So next week we've got someone, and the following week, and now it looks like we've got potentially someone even further down the road, and we'll continue to improve that. So if you are watching this and you want to come talk on YUI Open Roundtable, just ping us on IRC or send us an email. So thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Juan.
Okay. Yeah.
See you later.
See you around.